Good morning everyone. Welcome to our envelope making tutorial. Today, in this tutorial, we'll learn to make this beautiful Rajwadi themed envelope in a simple and easy manner. We will learn to create an envelope from scratch. It will provide you about the information of the products to be used. We'll also tell you how to make different types of beautiful embellishments by using minimalistic material. We'll learn to get best fit color coordinates from available resources, how to place elements in various ways, and we'll also make beautiful embellished envelopes look and lots more. So let's get started. So to start with, we'll take this A4 size cardstock which is of 240 GSM, and to start with it we will take help of our scoreboard and we will score it from both the sides, half inch. So now you see the measurement of this cardstock is 8 1/4 inches and 11 3/4 inches. This is 8 1/4 and 11 3/4 inches. So what we'll do is we'll start by scoring half inch from both the sides vertically first. Now we will flip the paper and we will score half-inch from this side also. After scoring half-inch from both the sides, we'll flip the paper horizontally, and now the measurements that we'll take is 2.5 inches. We'll score at 2.5 inches and 7.5 inches. So now we have scored the whatever was required. Now you see there's an embossed part. So we will turn the paper and we will start burnishing the paper. I take help of my scoring tool to burnish this paper. So we'll burnish all the scoring lines. After burnishing the lines, we will chop off the extra part. So what we will do is we'll chop off the parts of the first 1/3 and the third 1/3. So we'll do as shown. Now I'll show you from the other side. So now we have chopped off this part and cut the center part a little bit diagonally. Now I'll turn the paper and I'll chop off this part also, and I'll make a cut diagonally there. In the second 1/3 part, we'll make a diagonal cut. Similarly, the other side also, I'll chop this part and make a diagonal cut. So we'll chop out of 6 parts, we'll chop off 4 parts and make diagonal cuts in the center part like this. So this will give us our base for the envelope, and our envelope is ready. Oh my god, isn't it very easy to make an envelope? Yeah? And if you are using a good cardstock, it makes a very impressive envelope. So what happens is we usually use a normal paper to make a card, to make an envelope, and then we put in lots of expensive embellishments. Do you think it will give a good look to an envelope? No, not at all. So now we have these 2 strips. We will fold it, we'll burnish them once more with the help of the fingers, and we will use the provided glue, that is basic Fevicol. Yes, I use that basic Fevicol because of the quality of the product, because it has been in the market for long years, and the results that it gives. The bottle that has been provided to you has been specifically provided because of the tip that it has. So it's a very handy bottle of the glue, I will keep the nozzle as closely as possible and start applying the glue. We have to really make sure that the glue does not drip on any of the sides, because then it leaves a shiny mark on the paper which does not look nice. So see, I am placing the tip of the or the nozzle of the Fevicol bottle very closely, and now what I'll do is I'll take this strip which I cut from the envelope, right, and I'll scrap off any extra uh, glue or adhesive from the paper. What happens is when we press the paper, the extra glue spreads on the sides of the paper, which again gives it a very shiny look and spoils our envelope. So I will scrap off the extra glue and leave it for a while, because the moment we leave it for a while, it starts drying up, and then it gives a very good finish to our product. So I'll do it on the other side also. I have scrapped off all the extra glue. See, this is how I'll scrap all the extra glue that whatever I have applied on the envelope, and this is the extra glue. And now it's very easy. I'll just fold these creases and fold my envelope, and voila, our envelope is ready. I'll just hold it for a while. I'll burnish it, and our beautiful envelope is ready. Just 6 minutes. Just 6 minutes, our envelope is ready. And in a jiffy, you will see that this envelope is also embellished beautifully. Now we'll start with the embellishments. To start with the embellishments, firstly, what we'll do is we'll measure our envelope. So now our envelope measures 7/1/4 inches. So we'll pick up the designer paper that we have, all the golden strips and the designer paper, and to start with we will cut the strips 7/1/4. So 7/1/4 is the size of the envelope. So what we'll do is we'll take both the strips at 7/1/4 and we will chop them. So now to see if we have to cut this paper, now there are two ways. A, we cut the way it has been provided, or we design it. So whatever the complete design we can get from this strip, first we will try taking the complete design. We will not try to cut the design, and then we will cut our measurements. So that's the reason the strips that have been provided to you are longer than the required strips, so that you can take the required design from the paper. So for our first embellishment, we'll take the golden strip and we'll cut it at 7/1/4 inches and our designer paper at 18 centimeter and 1 inch. Once our strips are ready, so now what we have to do is we will place the designer paper on the golden paper like this. And now you see the background is of golden strip and there's a designer paper. Isn't it looking beautiful? See, in an easy manner we have created our first embellishment. Now to create another. Now if you see how we created the squares. Now see, this is the paper that we have provided to you and we have cut 1 inch squares from this. Now you have an option of creating squares in any way you want. You can you can see 4 designs in this with 4 different colors. So you can take the first corner of it, you can take the second corner of it, you can take the orange flower, whatever design that you choose. Like I have taken this green flower and orange dot combination. See, from here I have taken this because the base of my envelope is maroon color. So I have taken this because I wanted a teal green color on my envelope. The highlight that I wanted was a teal green color. So now what I'll do is I'll paste these squares on that strip. And if you see the size of the strip, see the size of the strip that has been provided to you exactly coordinates with this 1 inch square. So if I stick this, I need not cut it from all the 4 sides. I just need to cut it from one side and we will get that embellishment. Isn't it easy? Just to place, just to design, or just to cut that paper from the given sheet and design your embellishment, making your embellishment in such an easy manner. Now next what we have to do is we'll paste and cut all these squares. Now we have these beautiful embellishments ready, our square embellishments. Now see, they are so symmetrically designed now. Now what we have to do is cut 1 or 2 of these squares into half. So you will have 4 squares and 4 triangles. Now coming to our next step, we will make our third embellishment, which is a 1/2 inch strip and a 1/4 inch strip. So to make it, we'll take a 1/2 inch strip. Now we will take the third strip of paper that has been provided to you and we'll cut 2 strips out of it. One is 1/2 inch and one is a 1/4 inch. So by using this paper trimmer, I will trim it 1/2 inch and then 1/4 inch. So here we have a 1/2 inch strip and now I will take a 1/4 inch. So here we have our 2 strips ready, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. And for this 1/2 inch of strip, the paper measurement that will require is 1 centimeter. We'll cut in 1 centimeter. Please make a note carefully that for 1/2 inch of strip, to align it properly on a golden background, we have to cut 1 centimeter of paper. And we can also coordinate it with our first element, that was 1 inch strip of designer paper. We will choose the same coordinating design. So like we had brown at the end, we will choose the brown part at the end. So now I'll cut 1 centimeter of this strip. Now on on this paper I will stick it. See, this is the brown part which is coordinating with our first element. Now I'll stick this strip on the golden piece of paper and see how beautiful it is looking, isn't it? Now we have all our elements ready. See, we have our first strip, second squares, third triangles, fourth and fifth elements which are half an inch strip. Now look, we can design it in any manner, but just to try the design that was given to you. Now if we talk about this paper stick on very quickly, extremely quickly. So with help of a Fevicol only, this paper will get stuck immediately. So be very careful while aligning this paper on your project, because once this gets stuck, it becomes very difficult to remove it. It's just like a tacky tape, very easy to stick but difficult to remove it. So I'll apply normal glue, normal Fevicol on it and spread it evenly on the paper so that we don't have any extra Fevicol. So right now I'm using my finger and I'll see that there's no extra Fevicol on the edge, and I'll place the steel green color on the top because the bottom one we have to align with the brown color. See, this is how I'll stick it on the paper. Oh my god, this has already started taking this shape, right? Looking very beautiful, and the color combination, I loved it when I prepared it. So I thought that there should be a tutorial. If I place it like this, then it will not look that good, as I will turn it around and paste the brown part of it. So I'll turn it around and I'll paste the brown part coordinating with it. Now I can either choose to cut it exactly in half and take the exact part, but what I'm trying to do is, since there is a space, I'm trying to align it a little differently. Now I'll stick this a 1/4 inch strip on the top. This entire combination was looking extremely beautiful, so I just thought that this has to be a tutorial, that we can make an envelope in such a easy manner and not use those extensive die cuts and all. So now to place these squares and triangles, what I'll do is, firstly I'll align. So I'll place these squares first. I'll basically align these squares on the paper, and then I will align the triangles. Like this. I'll align them everything so that once I stick them, I need not pull them out, because once this paper gets stuck, it will not come out. So I'll align them perfectly. Wow, this is looking really royal and really beautiful. Now after sticking them, I'll take the kundan flowers that are there. So if you see, the kundan flowers have that red color stone in between to make it look extremely beautiful and coordinating. So you can choose your stones, you can choose mirrors, you can choose your gotapati. Everything gets used and it looks it gives a beautiful effect. So not that every time we have to use a die cut and we have to use hundreds of embellishments to make your envelope. It's like with the simple and easy techniques you can use the envelope. Now see, you can try using the kundans here also. You can put in kundans or stones wherever you feel like. This design also looks very beautiful, but I'll prefer keeping it right now here to fill that blank space. And voila, it's done. This is looking really beautiful. I mean, I am actually looking at it and it's looking extremely beautiful. So once you'll make it, please do let me know how this envelope is looking, and are you really amazed that you yourself have created this envelope in such a less time and it's looking so beautiful. Now coming to the back flap of it, the one square that we have, we'll put it here, we'll put it on the flap of it, and we'll also tie the twine. So tying a twine, you can choose the way you want. Either you can prick a hole on it, or you can just take it from behind, tie a knot there, or can just stick it there. So I'll use a square and a triangle to hide the corners of the twine. With the help of a Fevicol, I'll stick it. It'll take some time to dry up. Don't forget to tie a knot there. So like this, I will stick the twine. Either you can tie a knot behind and then take it out, but just ensure that this corner of the twine is coming from the corner of the square, just like a kite, the string of a kite. And here also I'll stick the twine. And just take the corner out of it from the pointed triangle, top of the triangle. It'll take some time to stick. This is the only part that will take time. And then you'll have these flowers. What we are going to do is, we again, we from the same paper of from same strip of paper, we made strips, we made triangles, we made squares, and now we are making these flowers. So use some punches to make these flowers. And what we're going to do is, we're going to stick it first once, and then we're going to pull it out and stick the twine in between. So this will ensure that the Fevicol gets stick properly and it takes less time drying. So aligning one on the other, see, we have made a beautiful twine embellishment again, and this is looking really beautiful. Once you tie it like this, we'll make both of it. Isn't it easy just to take one step? I really want to understand that, why people spend so much time and so much energy and so much resources preparing an envelope when you can actually make envelope so easy. And one more thing that you guys have seen is, I have not put any idol picture here, nor Ganesha, nor Shivji, nor Krishna, because any envelope that you make, sooner or later that gets disposed of. So it's my humble request to everybody making envelopes, please, please, please don't use those idols on any of the envelope, because sooner or later they get discarded. So this is how we can tie the twine. It's a little wet right now, so you can it's a little wet, so you can try tying it once this dries up. And with this, we come to end of our tutorial. Our envelope is ready from both the sides. I still want to try tying it, that how it looks. I really want to show you how it looks. Yeah, so that is how this is gonna look. So this is the final look of our envelope. It's really beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed our tutorial. Thank you so much for joining in.